I know all my fellow OCD people will enjoy this video. This video is all about the importance of cleaning up, not just your room, but your house, like spiritual meaning behind it and all. We're going to talk about why your dirty space is holding you back from success, okay? But first, hey friend, welcome to my channel, Creating Elude Mental Gems. This channel is dedicated to leveling up in all areas of your life. So let us learn together, read together, but most importantly, grow together. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's go with the first reason why. The mental health benefits, okay? Cleaning can help you feel more in control of your surroundings, boost your mood, and reduce anxiety. It can also help you regulate your emotions by slowing you down and providing a calming effect. The physical act of cleaning can release endorphins, which can relieve pain and stress and improve your overall well-being. So imagine you had a long day at work or whatever, dealing with the kids, and you're about to go to bed. You go shower, you're all fresh and clean. You spray your favorite night perfume or whatever. Your hair is up, your skincare is good. And you go lay in a crisp, well-made bed, smelling good with your candle. Everything is put away. There's a nice breeze. How do you feel? Just calm and you sleep. Now, on the opposite, you've had a long day and you come home and it's chaotic. And before you go to bed, you take a shower, you go into bed, the bed is already messy, there's stuff everywhere, food that you ate 2 days ago, lying around, etc. And it's just cluttered, so much is going on, and you just go to sleep like that. It shows that people who have cleaner rooms sleep faster. And people with messier rooms tend to scroll more on social media. Their minds is more chaotic. They suffer nightmares. They're more prone to having nightmares. They're more prone to being anxious, and they're more prone to being fearful, fatigued, and unproductive. It makes you really lazy and don't do what you have to do. One of the biggest ways that I know the importance of cleaning is whenever I go on vacation or I was at a hotel for a couple of days and I come back home. If my home, I left it messy in any capacity, I'm immediately annoyed. That's why before I leave my house, if I know I'm going to be gone for a while, I make sure it's spotless, it's clean. When I come back home, I'm in my space. But when you come back from a vacation to a messy home, it almost feels like, oh my goodness, it's a terrible introduction back into the real world. And that's what life is like. Whenever you leave your house, whether it's to go to church, to go to school, to go wherever, and then you're coming back to a messy house, it has the same effect on you as if leaving to go from a vacation. It does not help with your productivity, and it does not help with your mental health at all. There is a release, and that's scientific studies, that endorphins are released once you're in a clean space, once it smells good, once it's decluttered, and you throw out all those stuff that you don't need. It takes up a lot of space. When your eyes can skim through your house and it's not chaotic and you're not looking through a lot, there is an endorphins that come in, and that's relaxing, that's soothing, and it's more relaxing than taking a cup of chamomile tea. Okay, that is crazy. And a lot of people don't understand why they live in stress and anxiety so much, but you're surrounded by mess. Next is, of course, focus. A lot of people want to know, Kareen, how are you so productive? How do you get so much done? You're posting on 2 channels, all of this content, and I still have work I do outside of YouTube, and I travel a lot. I'm with friends. Like, how do you get it all done? Because I keep an orderly home. I know it's not all the time. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you guys. There are times when it can get really busy and it goes crazy, but I'm like, I can't let it go crazy too long because my mental starts to be affected. But the fact that I can manage to keep things organized, not just within my home, but myself physically, it does help with productivity. That is scientifically proven that it helps with your focus and productivity. Removing clutter can help your brain focus on one task at a time, and cleaning can increase your productivity. If, for instance, like you ever gone to someone's house and there's no space to even walk, and clothes is everywhere. Closet, you can't breathe. It's just cluttered. So much is going on. 'Cause what I'll do very often, probably every other month or so, if I'm accumulating too much of stuff, I'll get a box, I'll put everything in it. And I have friends that have their moms that go to Haiti a lot, charity work. I'll put all of those things in those boxes and go give to them to bring to Haiti, whether it's extra blankets, extra towels, or extra stuff that you just have that you're not really using that's still in good condition. Just declutter, remove stuff out your space. Put things, rearrange things, and getting rid of stuff. Even in my closet, you're supposed to purge your closet at least once a year. At least once a year. There's stuff that the material is just worn, you cannot wear anymore, or maybe you got a little bigger or a little smaller, or whatever your body type, it no longer flatters you, it's outdated and ages you, or maybe the color doesn't go with you anymore, your style has changed, but you're just keeping the clothes there for what? Stack it up. Go sell them. You can do a closet where you sell them if they're still in good condition. There's many websites you can do that, or you can drop them to a Goodwill, a Salvation Army. There's a lot of places, charitable places, where you can drop off a lot of this clothes that will go to those who are in need that really need them. And pots and pans. Maybe you want a new set and you don't want this old set. It's a little torn. There's recycling centers that will take those instead of just throwing them out, and they create new things from them, but declutter your house. You have canned goods that are in your pantry from years ago that's expired already that you're just leaving there. Declutter your fridge also. It does something to your mind to open your fridge and there's a whole bunch of stuff you're not using that's expired. Oh my goodness, it does something to your mental health. Okay. Declutter, design stuff that you no longer need. Maybe you have a lot of fake plants and you don't like fake plants anymore. You want more natural plants, but you're just keeping these fake plants because you can't part from them. Give it up. Give it up. It's going to help you so much. And it's going to inspire you. When you're in a clean, nice, beautiful environment, it inspires your creativity. It inspires your productivity. It helps you to get more done. And I'm telling you, when it's the opposite, you're less inspired. You don't really want to move. If there's a lot going on, there's a lot you're just not going to want to do. And I learned that. Next is health. Cleaning can help prevent illnesses and promote wellness by removing allergens and germs. It can also help get rid of common sources of bad smells in your home. There was this lady who had 2 kids that were very, very sickly. They would get colds and all of these things all the time. And she realized that it was a lot of dust in her house, her vents, etc. When you have a house, now you have to, versus staying in an apartment where they come and they change out your vents and stuff. No one's staying on top of you to check these things, to clean out your gutters, to remove dust and stuff. You have to learn to do those things yourself. So her and her husband realized, hey, there's a lot of places we cannot reach that have dust. And they got a company to come and really deep clean the house and remove those dust. And ever since then, her kids stopped being as sickly. And she started just having the company come at least once a month because she was cleaning. She was not a messy woman. There wasn't dirty dishes and stuff all around. But even down to her vents, like if you look at the windows, the top, there's dust that accumulate at the tops of those places you can't reach. And you're using the same feather duster. You're not changing the feather duster. So it's collecting dust. You don't change it out and you're reusing it. And it creates all this allergen and smells and bacteria and all of those things that stay in there. And a lot of you guys have mold because you're not properly ventilating your homes. You're not opening your windows during the day. My windows stay open during the day until the sun goes completely down. My windows are open. My windows are open and I'm letting fresh air come in. And if you're in a bathroom where there's no window, keep your vents open, keep the door to your bathroom open, and then open the door to your room so that connects the bathroom or whatever, and let your windows open, let air go into that. Your kitchen, if you're not in a kitchen that has open ventilation system, please open the vents, let air circulate. That's how mold happens, because you're in the shower, there's steam, the walls are sweaty, they're moist, and then that accumulates bacteria, and mold can have such a negative effect on you in your body, and diseases that you could prevent, that you don't have to have. You start to accumulate those things, and it's just so unnecessary. And then also couches. If you have couches, clean them. There's products that you can use. Share some in the comments with people if there's tricks that you know that works for you. There's products that you can use that you can scrub your couches, remove the fabrics from them, wash them and put them there. Or you may have just to change and upgrade your couches if you can afford to. If you cannot, even if you can afford to, you might sell it on the Facebook Marketplace or something like that and then get something new. But some people have the same fabric couch for 30 plus years. They never watched it. You're just sitting on it. Kids could have came, put boogers, food crumbs, all of those things. Those keep bacteria in your house. And you need to, at some point, do a deep clean. There's products you can use to put over that and then just vacuum and suck it all out, okay? And also mopping. If you have tiles, how often do you mop your floors? How often do you vacuum? If you have carpet, do you disinfect your tub? Tubs should be something that is disinfected and scrubbed down at least once a week. You need to deep clean your tub and your toilet bowls, okay? Do not let those just marinate to get discolored on the inside. Use your Clorox, your Ajax. Ajax is one of my favorite cleaning products. Is it toxic? It probably is. I don't know, but it's just a thing us Haitians use. We love our Ajax combo, but also bed sheets. I noticed that, let me ask this question in the comments. Pause the video because I don't want you to cheat. But how often do you change your bed sheets or wash your bed sheets? How often? Comment below, then press play. I change my bed sheets every 3 days. Every 3 days. Is it OCD? Probably. Some people will be like once a week, twice a week. I won't use a towel for more than 3 uses, and I even think 3 uses is pushing it sometimes. Is it OCD? Probably. But I know that when I sleep, dead skin, bacteria, whatever does collect on the bed sheets. And I find that my skin is in better condition the more frequently I change my bed sheets. I wash my towels. And my clothes, some people have jackets and bras, like women, I'm talking to you guys, where we'll wash the bra once a month or 2 months. Like that bra just keeps being reused. How often do you wash it? If it's your favorite pair, get similar pair, have multiple pairs so you can wash that bra. Or you'll wear, I don't know, a waist trainer. How often do you wash it? You know what I mean? Your loofah, how often do you change it? Your bath towels, how often do you change it? I use a new bath towel with every wash. I don't use the loofahs because you keep it there and they collect dust. I feel like any wet thing you leave to dry inside a bathroom just collects dust. So they sell them in like, on Amazon, you can get a pack of 50 or 100 of those little towels thingy, and you get it. I use once a day, and then once they accumulate, I have a little basket that I keep in my bathroom specifically for that. Once I'm done using it, I throw in there, and as it gets to the top, I wash them. Yeah, I just feel like we don't change our bed sheets enough. We don't change our toothpaste enough. We don't clean countertops enough in the bathrooms. Bathrooms tend to be the most neglected places. We don't mop enough in the bathrooms. And this is where you do the number 2, particles are in the air, etc. And I really believe they all play a role in our health. They really do in bacteria. And I believe that woman with her kids, like she had to do that, really changed things for me where I'm like, yeah, that is true. There's a lot of places that we can't reach to dust, and it's okay to get a cleaning service if you can afford to. And listen, you don't have to be rich to get a cleaning service. They have Molly Maid. Well, in Florida, I don't know where you guys stay at, where they clean based on square footage too. But I believe $1,000 for every 1,000 square foot. It's $40 for every 1,000 square foot. So if you live in like a 3,000 square foot house, like $120 would get them to clean, do a deep clean for you. And you can do that once a month. You guys spend the money anyways on beauty products, gadgets, wasting time, movie theaters, concert tickets, all of those things. Come on, do it for your house. Do it for a house that you know they're going to do a complete clean for you. What you cannot reach, they can do that on top of your fridge, your top of your cabinets. Remove all those dust. Lift up the couch. Get underneath it too. Lift up the bed. Get underneath it. Do that. Next is sleep. Definitely, a clean house creates a more relaxed environment for you to be able to fall asleep in. You find it much more difficult to fall asleep in a chaotic and dirty environment. You're just not going to fall asleep. You're just more at peace when it's all clean, right? Next is efficiency. Regularly cleaning and removing dust from fans and exhaust motors can help them work more efficiently and last longer, which can save you money in the end. On the spiritual tip, it's one thing that I grew up learning in a Christian household and a Haitian household is that God is next to cleanliness. God desires for us to be clean. Whenever my house is too dirty or too messy, I feel really guilty. I feel really guilty in the sense that with prayer, like I know my angels that are protecting me, that God sent around to protect me, are like, bruh. I look at it this way. This is how I get myself motivated to clean, right? Look at it this way. Your angels go before the face of the Lord all the time in heaven and all its glorious beauty and cleanliness. And they come down to commune with you, to protect you, to watch over you. The Holy Spirit is within you, and heaven is so glorious, and I'm pretty sure spotless. And they're coming into your filthy space. You're praying for your angels to come into your filthy space. Oh my goodness. I look at it that way and I'm like, I don't want them to. I mean, of course, there's a huge difference. This is earth. My house will never be like heaven, but I don't want it to be so unbearable to be in this place. Like you have all types of smells. That's just of course, I know God will be with you wherever, but I believe it is a respect that if he says your body is his temple, he wants you to treat your body right. What about where you reside? Where you reside is your temple too, right? And if it's not right, you're not going to be right. That temple that he's residing in is not going to be right. If there's dishes in your sink for days, you have rats, you have roaches, you have flies, you have mice and stuff. It's just not going to be the vibes. It's not going to be the vibes. And I'm not saying for you to be in a big home to keep it like that, because I came from the hood and I lived in deplorable places. And one thing I noticed about that era, the Haitians that were living in our houses was still, like, I came from a house that had no tiles, no carpets. It was cement. That was when I was in the hood. Cement, like the outside sidewalks that you walk in, that was the floor of my house. Okay? So it was deplorable positions, like I tell you. But still, we mopped that cement. We mopped that cement. We swept daily. If people cooked, windows were open. That's why they always say, when a Haitian or someone from the Caribbean lives somewhere, we open windows when we cook. We don't want the smell of the food staying in the house, okay? Laundry still got done. We still changed our bed sheets. It didn't matter how little we had. We cleaned. And that's one thing with Haitian people in Haiti. We don't mess with that. No matter how small the house is, even when we stayed in our coconut-leaved houses, we cleaned. We'll have the line out. We did laundry on a daily basis. We showered daily. We didn't go days without showering. We brushed our teeth. And in Lagunav, they used to brush their teeth with leaves. There was special leaves that we didn't have toothpaste. And make a soap. You even showered with those leaves too. That'll get your teeth white. Or you use charcoal. Charbon is what we call them. Charbon. And we'd use that as a teeth cleaner for us. People would be like, how come your teeth is so white, green? I use charcoal till this day. I do. I use charcoal to this day. That's what we use. We still did it. We washed our clothes on rocks. We beat them on the rocks, washed them with the kibe. Like, we were still clean. It was not, we weren't walking around. I don't know what TV be showing. Sometimes I look at what TV shows. I'm like, where do y'all go to find these people looking like this? I don't recall that at all. Even in my most poverty-stricken days in Haiti, our clothes were clean. Even if it's the same clothes, even if you were wearing the same clothes every day or the same underwear or whatever, it was washed every day, laid out to dry, and you wore it clean every single time, even until the feel, the threading of the outfits removed itself. And I just know whenever you were dirty or unclean, people just didn't respect you. And if you see kids running around dirty, you know their parents either died, they were orphans, or they had nobody. That was just how it was in Haiti. But if you had parents and you were not an orphan, you were just not walking around dirty like that. And we'd go to school and I'd be walking on dust, poussière, to go to school and still manage to keep my shoes and stuff clean because there was no excuses. So I know I sound really OCD. Y'all like, Kareem, my goodness, you're harsh. But you have no idea how cleanliness really changes your mentality. When I was in my most depressed state, and only in depression, I was my dirtiest. I wouldn't even wash my hair on time. I didn't care how long it took to do laundry. It was just chaotic. I never want to go back to that place. Never. Ever, 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 ever. Now that I'm better, if you have the spirit of laziness or no energy to clean, pray about it. I prayed about it a lot. Like, Lord, help me to be consistent. Help me to have the energy, because I have friends and even my sister, and I grew up with them. My aunt, oh, she was real OCD, my aunt. And I'm like, where do they get the energy to just want to clean all the time? Like, I ain't had the energy for it. But the Lord will give you the energy. He will give you the energy. He will give you the stamina to do it and make it a habit. Do not go to sleep with any dishes in your sink. Make it a habit to not go to sleep with clutter. Declutter your house. Don't hoard. Hoarding is a spirit. I'm telling y'all, not letting go of things is a spirit. Don't be like Lot's wife in the Bible, attached and holding on to things. Let go. Stop holding on to things that need to be gone. Your house is cluttered. There's no space. Your car is cluttered. You holding on to old makeup that expired. Perfumes that you don't use. Y'all know perfumes expire. You have perfumes from 1992. Let it go. Let it go. Throw them out. Declutter. Create space. Lotions shouldn't be lasting you 30 years. Let it go. Let it go. Stop hoarding. Y'all haven't changed your bed sheets. Y'all had the same bed sheets from college. The same lead comforters. You haven't changed them in 20 years. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. No, seriously. And again, I always speak to myself first, guys. I would not be speaking like this if I didn't go through this. I have no problem letting go. Like, oof, I even like to rearrange my space very often. It will not look the same for too long. Like, declutter, letting it go, this and that. Oh, let me sell this so I can get this, Just let it go. Let it go. Don't be attached to things. They're just things. And for people struggling with hoarding, because they had a whole show for hoarders, because it is a mental illness. And I do think it's a spirit. It's a spirit. The hoarding and clutter and chaos. Mentally, hoarders have chaotic minds, anxious minds, Once you start to heal, you want less just around you in general. And you move from the spirit of maximum, being that word's gonna trip me up, so I'm not even gonna try it. But you become a minimalist. Help me out in the comments. Maximalist. Some words trip me up. But you become a minimalist, and yeah, let it go. But comment below, leave a strawberry emoji in the comments if you watch until the end. I hope you guys received this well. Y'all know it's coming from love. I love you guys. And I want you to mentally be productive, creative, to have those endorphins, and to be next to God. Let your angels be surrounded in a space that is calm, cool, clean, and crisp. Okay, let's let it go. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time. Mwah.